Okay, so hey, I'm Apple, this is Serious Sam Revolution, and we're going to be firing a hell of a lot of shots during this run. So I'm going to be running all secrets. That's our first secret, it's a rocket launcher, and it shows us main form of movement in this run. You can rocket jump. Whoops. Let me actually concentrate on this rocket slide, because it's quite far and it's easy to go the wrong way, like I'm doing now. Okay, there we go. The way back is easier. So, what exactly constitutes secrets? Well, you've seen a few already. Against the bottom of the screen there's usually a message like secret health has been found or whatever. But more particularly, at the end of each level in single player, the game shows you a stats screen which counts up your secrets. And I have a program running in the corner which shows you that stats screen externally, because I'm technically not playing single player. So the game won't normally show that stat screen to me. But we're just going to get as high a number on that stat as we can. That was an awkward spot to fall. So this game is very secret dense. There are, I think it was 258 secrets we'll be getting. Some parts of the game are more dense than others, so during the beginning here I think we get an average of 1 every 15 seconds. So it's going to be fun. So one neat property of the engine you're about to see, I'm going to rocket jump over a teleport trigger here to go out of bounds, and now I'm just flying. When you go out of bounds, you just fly. It is really useful. We're going to use this to do stuff like whoops. Accidentally went inbounds again there, so I made a quick save. Going to hit the secret trigger while staying out of bounds to completely skip the fights you'd normally have to do to get it. And this saves just incredible amounts of time. So in any percent you normally just go straight from the start there to the ending there, but we take a bit of a loop around to get the extra secrets. This is sort of a common theme. There's last one, and we're off to the next level. And so, I should probably tell you a bit more about the game itself. So the Serious Sam games were first released around the early 2000s. Serious Sam, the first encounter and the second encounter. And then sometime later, like 2012-13ish, I'm not really sure, Croteam, who made the games, gave a group of talented modders access to the source code and let them create Revolution, which is just an updated, more modern version of the game. It has stuff like a proper FOV slider and apparently has widescreen support and better networking. And they later also just released the source code publicly, so you can see the Serious Engine source code if you want. Serious Engine 1, they've updated it for their other games since. But because this was like a fan remake, it contains the campaigns from the first two games. First encounter and second encounter. And because of that, first encounter and second encounter have their own leaderboards, which are more serious ones, and because of that decided we can be a bit silly in Revolution, and they allowed us to use mutators. So you don't normally actually fire this many shots, we just have 10,000 fire rate. Not 10,000, 1,000. Revolution itself added a bunch of useful mutators, so fire rate is one of them, but still also have infinite ammo. We can respawn exactly where we died. It doesn't have to be single segment. Come on. And we're just going to really abuse these to get through everything. All secrets does mean all campaigns. So we have the first encounter campaign, the second encounter campaign, and there's an original campaign, Bright Island, made specifically for this game. Hopefully I can actually get out of bounds here. There's some annoying teleport triggers. That's not like something that's constant. They just specifically placed teleport triggers there in case you tried going out of bounds. So one of the secrets in this level, it's kind of obscure, you need to destroy all of these statues. See, that hurts, yep. So this is a lot easier from out of bounds, of course, for you don't need to fight through the level, it's a lot quicker too. And, oh, that's not in bounds. You're gonna see a bunch of secrets kind of like that later on too. It's a side effect of the campaigns. If you're checking my splits, you'll see I don't actually have a finished run. I've run the campaigns individually, but this is the first time I'm doing them all together, which is what the category on the leaderboards actually is. So this here's our first secret level. There are a few of these in the run, but they have more secrets on them, and the exit to the level itself is actually a secret. So we have to do these. You wouldn't normally do it in any percent, but we do here. To see a bit more of the game. The secret is really awkward, it's super easy to slide off. Same over here. Oh no! There's a checkpoint here. So there's one... So I mentioned we do have respawns enabled because we're using the mutators. To use mutators, we're actually playing this in one-player split screen, which the game also kind of considers it as co-op, but you can't create a one-person co-op game, so technically someone else could join. So this means that because we're not actually playing single-player, that's why the game doesn't put its stat screen up normally. There are a few other differences I will explain as they come up. Another big one is that you can't actually pause the game, it will keep running. Wait... No, my splits went wrong, okay. Don't know what happened there. I got all the secrets, but my splits missed one. Oh no, that went the wrong way. So I'm specifically hitting a teleport trigger to advance there, but my rocket jumped the wrong way, so it went backwards. So something you might see here. It's kind of, yep, constant around the game. I tried rocket jumping out of bounds through a hole in the roof here. Ooh, that was actually really good, second try. Normally, if you mess something up in this game, it then becomes really difficult to get it again, because the sheer amount of enemies around. We're just trying to outrun all the enemies, basically. When they originally made the game, like, one of their concepts was this game should have lots of enemies and big, massive levels. That's what they designed their whole engine around. So that creates issues for us when we don't actually want to kill all the enemies. But we are making this a bit more extreme on ourselves. One of the mutators we're using is 300% enemy spawns. Whoops, I missed that. Now that might not make a lot of sense to you, because as you've seen, enemies push you all around, get in the way and whatever. But it'll happen shortly. It's really useful for an arena fight. Hopefully that makes it. Yes, it did. Ah, I barely missed that. Oh, I missed the secret. It's another small annoyance with how the secrets work in this game. Well, it's not about how the secrets work, it's how they're implemented. A lot of secrets are just a trigger underneath an item instead of the item itself. So as I did there, you can just get the item without hitting the trigger and miss the secret. This secret is just weird. Now here we're going to abuse rocket jumps to just clip ourselves into the door just enough that we hit the trigger behind it. Gonna use that in a few places. So this is one of the levels you're first going to see enemies really start to hinder us. That was actually really nice. Normally it doesn't go that well. But there's a good reason for all these enemies, as I said. So suburbs here, we need to press 2 buttons, whoops, wrong corner, this corner, 2 buttons to open up that gate there, and then we can drop down it. Some secrets are just weird, like the Yodeler secret there. Okay, hopefully I accidentally started a demo recording, it seems. Here is where it gets really evident that more enemies suck, because I am just constantly being knocked back. It's really hard to get down the hole. But we made it. And so sewers... It's a very interesting level once we get out of bounds. It's just this one secret, which is the worst thing. God damn it. Just trying to land on this beam so I can pick up that armor. Come on, yay, I did it! So here we're going to see a neat form of tech this game has. Another neat form of tech. So I'm going to get myself down to low health. There we go. My rocket deals 50 damage, but 47. If I line myself up against that, respawn, I'm now out of bounds. So it happens in water specifically due to how your hitbox changes when you die, I think. You respawn slightly higher than where you died. So this is a secret. It's teleported into the level later, but we can grab it out of the spawn box, which just holds a bunch of default template enemies usually. But yeah, we can use water to go out of bounds, which will be helpful in a few places, when there isn't just an explicit hole in the wall. Something else I should mention about out of bounds actually is there's 2 types. You can get out of bounds with crouch and without. And like the name might suggest, all it changes is if you can crouch. If you can't crouch, then you can't go downwards, which is really awkward for some out of bounds. So sometimes you might see me retry one a few times. But other times it doesn't matter and we can just keep going, you only ever need to go upwards. Metropolis here has an unskippable fight. This is, I believe, the only one you're forced to do, and... oh no, never mind, there's others in this campaign. So we're just going to trigger the fight, let a few enemies build up, and in the meantime grab the only other secret in the level, a cannon. Now this is kind of overpowered with 1000% fire rate and infinite ammo, but overpowered's what you need in a speedrun, right? The rest of this is kind of boring. So the Tommy gun is your best normal DPS weapon. And depending on the situation, you might want to use your rocket launcher just for AoE, or the cannon if you need to pierce through lots of enemies. But at 1000% fire rate, Tommy gun is the best weapon. This fight starts out really slow. Not all enemies get duplicated by extra spawns, so this is actually what I was going to explain, almost forgot. So the reason we're using 300% spawns is because the fights here are based on counters. So there's a counter that says, I don't know the exact value, but it'll say something like, kill 30 kamikazes, Or rather, there are 30 kamikaze spawners. The spawners that spawn 30 kamikazes that each say increment this counter. And then the counter says, when we reach 30, spawn the next wave. So if we use extra spawns, normally you do 400, but for all secrets, just to be less hectic, I'm using 300. Now, instead of spawning 1 kamikaze, it'll spawn 3, which all increment the same counter. So you only need to wait for 10 normal spawns to kill the same amount of enemies to advance the fight quicker. Now, like I said, not all enemies get duplicated, the kamikazes actually don't. But like these harpies, they certainly do, and you can get through them a lot quicker. Now we're going to use a bit of AoE. We need to stay near the center of the arena because when you finish stages in this fight, it spawns some ammo packs, and picking up those packs, there they are. If you pick it up instantly, it advances the fight quicker. Bulls kind of suck, just because they knock you back so much. So this is why we're using cannon on them. Cannon also pierces through enemies, so it's just good when there's a lot of stuff. And that should be the clear wave. This is all the waves I need to spawn, so I'm just going to stay against the door so they can't block me away from it. Oh, there we go. No! Come on, when's this gonna open? I should have everything by now. Here we go. Okay, that's the first arena fight. There'll be a few more of those. But we're gonna do our best to skip all of them. There's only one secret in that level too. Same in this level. Gets a bit better later. So, Alley of the Sphinxes, we're going to abuse the exact same thing we did in Dunes. Nope. So unfortunately what happened there is my rockets went in front of me when they exploded. Because of our 1000% fire rate, your rockets can hit other rockets and explode on them. But anyway, once we get past all that, we're just going to use a rocket jump to get enough speed to clip just far enough into the end level trigger. Into Karnak, we're going to immediately turn around to the generous yard there. And pop up here, and now we get to do some fun water out of bounds again. Like all the levels where you go out of bounds for all these secrets. But fortunately, we're going out of bounds for water out of bounds, and we need to kill ourselves for that. So if you've played the game before, you might know you can set yourself up to 10,000 max health, but we're only using 2,000 specifically because we do have to kill ourselves. Just, oh damn, it takes too long on anything else. Okay, good, I got crouch. Crouch is really important for this one. So we're just going to skim past that trigger and then hit some buttons for out of bounds. You're going to stay out of bounds for the rest of the level, really. And while out of bounds, like I can shoot rockets, but I don't move quicker than my rockets, so I'm not going to be able to speed myself up. This will change when we get to the second encounter, but there's really nothing you can do to speed it up in first. It is still massively quicker grabbing all the stuff from out of bounds than it is to actually do fights there. There we go. And the end of the level is just here. Skip the fight to... There we go. Luxor. Right, this one. See, I don't remember routes for half the levels till I see them, but if it works. Destroy these two pillars, that's a secret. Against this door, destroy this and drop down, that's a secret. Just gonna pop back to the other side. There's a really convenient hole in the wall we're going to abuse right after this. That is not the way I want it to go. Let's come up with a new route on the fly. So normally you need to trigger the roof to collapse here to get that secret, but turns out the trigger moves with the roof when it collapses. It's actually on top to begin with. I needed to kill myself there because I didn't have enough health, and killing yourself is the only way to kill extra momentum. Here. Okay, that's where I need to go. That should hit it, yes. Okay, now we get to the really convenient hole in the wall. So we need to head inside this building for a secret. But going inside needs to... You need to complete fights for that, of course, but there's just a hole out of bounds there. No reason for you to go that way normally. Super convenient though. Also, you might have seen there was a solid roof here before, but there isn't anymore. Use this to get out of bounds. Wait. Oh right, this last secret is the secret exit in this level. Which we're just going to fly straight to. And... Sacred Yards, the secret level here is terrible. It is super easy to softlock yourself out of secrets here. So first thing we're going to do is pop right against this door, let it open, hopefully this works. Yes it did. If you don't hit the right trigger, then destroying the thing doesn't give you the health, and it's already destroyed, you can't destroy it again. But this is going to reveal something really cool actually that this engine has. It supports changing gravity, just on the fly. And I absolutely hate that they've removed this in all future engine versions. Only Serious Engine 1 has this. Even when they remade the game, all the rooms that flipped gravity, they just don't anymore. Okay, now we're going to... Ooh, that gave me a nice boost. We came into this area, we hit a trigger near the door. And now we're just gonna go get secrets in the back corners. By hitting the trigger in the door, we spawned the arachnids, and killing them was important. You can barely see against the top of the pyramid some bullets now. We also need them. This is sort of an arena fight, but ooh, I did not mean to go that far. It isn't really an arena, but you need to kill stuff all the same. I'm going to open this doorway. Luckily I made it here before the bulls start pushing me. Press this button. If it lets me, why is it not letting me? What? Hey Gracer. There we go, I just need to jump for some reason. Yes, the pyramid is all made of crates, actually. Okay, now just get out of there, it's too many enemies. Okay, you need to very specifically hit the trigger here to spawn these enemies and kill them all. And it should also spawn some enemies somewhere in there which I can't see just yet. I hope they're not there. Nope, they are now. You don't need to kill them, but they just shoot you around the place, so really annoying to leave alive. Pop through there, this is all working so far. Grab the armor, and then hopefully, yes, it worked. And that platform secret also likes to, if you blow up the platform there, it tells you like a secret switch has been activated. It also really likes to just soft lock and not give itself to you. And it's blown up, you can't blow it up again. It sucks. But finally on the last level of TFE. There's a really nice second classic TFE here, where you basically just jump into a corner and it lets you through. And then you fly underneath this whole fight. Also in classic TFE, there aren't any invisible walls around this fight, but for whatever reason, in Revolution specifically, they add massive invisible walls that we can't rocket jump over. And they fixed the bug that in a few rare cases you could jump at a wall and clip through. So we're now forced to do this fight, which takes like 5 minutes. Luckily there are no secrets in this level. Actually, is this the only level of no secrets? It might be. So the one interesting thing about this fight, and kind of all the fights, but it's most notable here, the game spawns like a dozen waves of Claire, but Claire are these bone skeleton things. The game will spawn like a dozen waves of these, but only killing ones from the latest wave count towards the next wave. So I'm just going to leave that massive group behind me trailing along, because I've spawned 300% more than I need. Like, I will thin them out occasionally, but it's more important to focus on the ones that are spawning in front of me, as they're the newest wave that's going to spawn the next wave, and so on. It's not just Claire, it happens with all enemies. I might have left a few too many alive in the pile. So if you get a big pile together, it's very easy to thin them out with cannon. Aside from that, this is just a generic fight. Oh, balls. Now we don't need to care about the Claire at all. What? There they are, okay. They took a bit longer than normal to appear. There's like a set order they appear in, which I barely know. Most it's just killing what's newest. Whoops. This is taking a long time, there aren't very many bulls left. Might just be because I've only ever done this on 400% spawns before, so I'm not used to it. Oh boy, now they're pushing me around, this is bad. You can probably see why I hate bulls so much. Well, I need to focus on the new ones, but I want to get rid of the old ones. But oh, the audio is starting to go too, this is great. It's not as intense as it gets with more spawns. Okay, now we don't care about Ulls anymore, we care about Red Walkers, or Red Biomex, or whatever they're called. I barely know the names of all these enemies too. You have different names in the editor too, which is where I'm more familiar with. Oh, now it's the blue mix. Oh, back to Red Max. Why are you staying back there? I think I killed one from the spawn group already at least, so it should be fine. Now luckily this fight, it's the only one that does this for some reason, but when you finish the fight it just teleports you straight out of the arena. So you don't need to worry about getting knocked around if we leave extra stuff alive or whatever. You don't need to get to the door. Oh, now it's clear. So we're just going to leave all of the mechs. You can kill them, but it takes a bit with Tommy gun, so it's easier just to run circles around them. Any second now, there we go. So that fight's done. We're going to head straight to the pyramid here and hit a trigger. And then this basically turns into an auto-scroller. It's not the most exciting end to a run if you're doing single campaign runs. We've hit a trigger here, and a good friend Xan in the background there is going to start running towards us. And while he does that, we're going to climb up into the pyramid, which is actually a spaceship or something, I don't know the lore. During the fight you need to pass through 4 of these rings to like enable a special beam that stops him from regening when he gets to low health. So we're just going to pass through 3 of them already while we're waiting. If you do more, it won't trigger at the right time, because it's not during the fight yet. Whoops, I forgot I don't want to trigger that one, I want to go out of bounds. Oh, back inbounds maybe? I want to get out of the pyramid. Here we go. So we can get in the pyramid by going up the side, it won't trigger the fight for you, so you need to come back down. Got that lovely 44 damage by jumping from the very top of the pyramid. I think I have enough time, so I'm gonna get a little closer. Your weapons have a max range. Okay, no spaceships moving, I need to go. You can just do a little bit of damage. So, see if I try shoot him here. If I... Minigun has greater range, but you see it's not dealing any damage, he's out of range, even though my crosshair's green, meaning I'm targeting him properly. There we go, doors opening. Now we've triggered the fight. So you need to go through all 4 of these things. You actually need to do it twice, you can only do the first time outside of the fight, so we can hit him once there. Now the annoying thing is the beam will shoot down right in the middle of the arena there. And if Ixen's standing in the corner like he is here, he's not going to get hit by that. So in co-op there's apparently ways you lure him with like a dead player, but we can't do that here. So we just need to hope he complies. So if I go through the 4th thing now, he's not going to get hit. And he's decided to shoot at me, lovely. This gives us ample time to knock his health down. Nope, he's still not close enough, nowhere near it. This is actually really bad. I don't want to go much lower than that. Come on, step towards me a bit more. I want to take a look. I can... Yeah, nah, that's not enough. I want an extra step. Should do it, and it'd be better if I can get an extra step while it's charging. No. I don't want to risk it because they need to go through all 4 again. Come on, take a step. There we go. Yeah, now it should be fine. In fact, he might have taken a few too many steps, so it's... No, he's standing right on it, it's perfect. There we go, now we can actually kill him. And that is the first encounter, all secret. That might actually be slightly quicker than my campaign PV, I don't know. Very anticlimactic ending there. That's going to happen again. Anticlimactic endings. And so after finishing that we immediately get put into second encounter. So let's continue on here. So the interesting fact right here, that phone booth is a secret in single player. But because we're playing split screen, which is technically co-op, it just isn't a secret. The triggers which give you the secret don't exist. And you can see the counter for the level tells me currently 2 out of 11. In single player, it's out of 12, so we still get 11 out of 11 here, but we can't get that extra secret. We're not about to play single player without all of these mutators. You can play the classic games if you want that. Whoops, oh no, that was fine. So something fun that second encounter introduced was power-ups, which you're going to see in a second. First you need to make it down this hallway, which is a nightmare. Oh no, I missed it, there we go. You probably didn't get to see them, those are Crow Team heads, like caricatures of the actual developers. They're all over the games, actually. Oh, there are a bunch of them. But here we go, this is a Speed Boots power-up. And this is the only way we can really speed up out of bounds. Fortunately, I'm gonna kill myself and not be able to use it. Damn. But it did speed up a bit. And it's so slow not having the speed power up here. But we're going to use that a bit throughout this campaign. If there's a convenient power-up, speed power-up, we'll try to use that out of bounds. And so we went out of bounds here to grab, well, to skip the fight, so we can grab the Mentals room secret, and then we're immediately going to drop down here to grab the second secret rocket launcher in this level. Over here you shoot that down, and normally you need to go for a long underwater tunnel, but we can just rocket jump straight to the secret it gives us. There we go. One more, we're done with Zero-Day Travelers. Trying to rocket jump off of the fish, because they will explode rockets and I can use their explosions. There we go, it's okay. I got shot the wrong way, no. That's Zero-Day Travelers. Okay, Valley of the Jaguars. Interesting. That's... no. Jump too far back. It has this, like, parkour puzzle. I kind of messed that up. You can rocket jump off of... oh no, I spawned then. Let's do this in 2 steps. You can rocket jump off of these fans to go further than you would normally. So you know how I mentioned in Great Pyramid that in the actual classics you can just jump at a corner and clip through to skip the fight? Oops, hopefully the teleport? No. This level is very annoying with teleport and death triggers. Sometimes you get a teleport, sometimes you die. That is not good, that might be good, as long as I hit the teleport. Oh. Back to what I was saying, you can jump at a corner to clip out of balance in Great Pyramid. Well, you could do the same here, which saved a ton of time, except for it doesn't work in Revolution, which is really bad for any percent. But, whoops, we go roughly the same way. There's an alt skip we can do if we kind of have to go that way anyway in all secrets, it's not too bad. But you used to be able to just clip out on, whoops, nice, on that box up there. Now everything's pushing me around. Can I select Sniper please? There we go. Sniper does more damage while scoped. Not really. You don't technically have to press the button over there that I pressed, but it gives you the checkpoint here, which as you can see is very useful. Okay, so I did mention serious... the second encounter added power-ups. And unfortunately this is going to work to our detriment here. This, come on, this invulnerability power is a secret. It makes us invulnerable, which means we can't rocket jump. But you have to pick it up. There's no way around it, so you just gotta walk for a bit. And interestingly, in the original second encounter game, the power-up isn't actually linked to the secret trigger, so you can't actually get 8 out of 8 secrets, you can never get 7 out of 8. But they fixed it for Revolution. As we'll see later, actually, they didn't fix it for the demo in Revolution either, which is interesting. But we can rocket jump now, all's fine. Just need to walk up to the Crollywood studio sign there. And now we're going to go for some of these rooms. This room sucks. You rocket jump perfectly straight down the middle. There we go. It's fine and really fast, otherwise you need to like walk very cautiously and try not to die. But all we wanted is that secret armor, now you can try and make it back. I've never managed it, so just kill myself straight away. And continue on. Something else interesting that happens. It doesn't affect any secrets, but every entity in the game has certain spawn flags. So this here is apparently an ammo depot, but there's no ammo in it. It doesn't spawn. I'm not sure if it's on this difficulty or in co-op, but it doesn't have the spawn flag set for one of those things, so it doesn't spawn, but the trigger does, so we can still get the secret. It's just kind of funny. Oh, we're there, and then we're almost ready to leave. You can see this is getting a bit hectic down here already. Even without 300% spawns, this gets hectic. You're kind of not meant to play these games without killing everything. So this can be bad. Nope, they decided... Nope. Haha. I'm just going to take the stairs. Knock back in the air is a lot more effective than on the ground, so it's really hard to get back up after you pick up the secret minigun there. That's everything we need for the level, so we're just going to go do the alt skip, which requires doing a small fight here. Good thing we have minigun. There we go. My health is a bit high. Doing another water out of bounds. Oh, actually my health's going to end up pretty much perfect. As long as nothing else hits me. Perfect. Oh, I even got crouch. Wow. You don't normally get crouch in this out of bounds, and then you need to walk around that bit of the mountain so you stay out of bounds, but now I can just go under it. Save a bit of time. And the exit trigger is right in this hallway. Oops. City of the Gods is going to be another fun level, out of bounds for most of it. Just going to quickly grab that secret health, which is a bit too far out of the way. Unfortunately, I'm skidding too much. I needed to go forwards. There we go. And then there's also these cannibals, which are normally on the way if you don't just completely skid off in the wrong direction. So we're gonna make it out of bounds through this roof here. Okay, I fell in bounds, that's okay. If you fall in bounds, you might as well grab the cannon secret there, otherwise you just shoot it. So shooting it unlocks the secret, but now I have a cannon I can use. Be a bit careful to stay out of bounds for these. This secret in particular is a bit of a pain because your rockets like to hit the ground. So ideally you could hit it from really far back if you found a perfect angle, but setting it up probably takes longer than it does just flying over a bit. Okay, grab ourselves some speed boots, Pop over about here. There we go. Secret yard of strange looking heads. There are some weird secrets. A lot quicker. If you're moving out of bounds with the speed power up, you're actually moving quicker than your rocket, so that was close. Which means if you can just keep going in a straight line, you can, when it runs out, all your rockets will hit you and you get a big boost off of that. Unfortunately, we need to slow down a bit there so we can't abuse it. Come on, grab that. Okay. I don't think I've ever actually hit it from that far back before. That was pretty good. Oh wow, that didn't even line that up, but got it too. So one thing I should mention about the second encounter too. The second encounter is split into multiple episodes, which you can kind of see on the loading screen. Normally it doesn't actually show you the levels until you finish them. I'm not sure why it's been showing all of them so far, but you can see how the loading screen is split into the 3 different zones, and unfortunately you lose all your weapons in each zone. So, because we actually managed to skip the majority of the fights, the secret cannon I got isn't going to be super useful, but it might slightly help the get in a sticky situation. Oh yeah, talking about weird secrets, there's a good series that starts off right here. Suicidal Plant. It's a plant that's also a kamikaze. Second encounter also has a lot less teleport triggers than first encounter did, so you've probably been seeing it making it out of bounds a lot easier. But in this case, I'm actually going to use one of them. If I don't come in with more speed, with too much speed like it did there, then it's fine. I'm going to use it to get out of bounds in a position that's really convenient, normally, but damn it. HT might be greaser, but for Revolution at least isn't. I'm blowing up this rock, that's a secret. It's a jumping rock, it's a rock. It's one of those frog things too. So we get to blow up a big pyramid again. So this secret is, the one we're going for right now, is actually really weird. So you needed to grab that mask thing in the middle of the arena, which you probably barely saw. Then you need to go touch this building. There's no inclination that you need to do that. Well, there might be if you read the lore, I don't know. But by doing both of those, the door opens and you can actually grab the armor. And you can't like even grab that from out of bounds, it's too high up. You'll clip back in bounds and be stuck inside the building. Grab that pill to unlock a secret watcher and then shoot it to get a mighty kamikaze. This out of bounds, okay, that's, nope. It's really awkward because you have very little space that's actually out of bounds. Went through again. So you need to really time your rocket well, so it doesn't give you too great of a boost. And then you can't go too far to the side before you go down, but now it's fine. So you're going to do shoot these 2 Jaguars, that's a secret health. Okay, the pit sucks. So when we spawn in water, you can probably guess what's going to happen. It's a precise lineup to get out of bounds there. I'm surprised it worked so quick. Then normally in... come on, grab this. Normally in any percent you just head straight over there to the final arena and hit the exit trigger. But we need to get some extra secrets, so... first one is over here. And it is very important we stay out of bounds here so that we can skip the next fight. Which wouldn't be that bad, except for, as you can see, the out of bounds is approximately like 70 centimeters high. Wow, I got that fast. Normally that is a lot worse to get. It is super easy to accidentally go back in bounds. There we go, still not out of the blue yet that we're back in bounds here because we don't have a checkpoint. And that can happen now. I need to reload the quick save. I would have teleported straight back to the start of the level. Go hit the teleport, hit this teleport, now go indoors, we're mostly fine. Secret health there. Now let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 windows. Shoot that guy. And pick up the health he drops. It gets super hectic up here, but it might be better with less enemy spawns. We have... no, I might have hit that trigger. We have... what? Why'd that quick me to main menu? The game just crashed. This is definitely the improved version of the game, trust me guys. Let's try load this quick save again. If not, I might need to redo the level. Exact same thing happened. Well, that's not good. The pit, now I need to change all my mutators, because these don't save across sessions. And the game crashed again. Well, let's say that happened to me in a run before. You can watch the video to see I had all the secrets prior to this level, because the counter will be ruined now. Oh wait, did I? No I didn't. This is why I have the external stats screen up, because he wants to kill around 50 minutes in. Because this is the pit, this is definitely the first time you've seen it. The pit kind of sucks. So first thing we're gonna do is go out of bounds here. Water out of bounds. Might actually get to see how much this sucks this time. No crouch, can't use that. Up and bounds. This is why the pit sucks. And the fact that it can crash and delete your quick save too, I guess, or corrupt your quick save rather. Oddly enough, when playing split screen, the game doesn't give you proper auto saves either, so it's only your quick saves that exist. There we go, made it out of bounds. Hey, Darko. Might also get to see how hard this actually is this time. Using third person specifically, so... Wow, that went really quick again. In first person, it's impossible to tell how high up you really are compared to the floor. I don't think I quick saved before that. I mean, after getting that. So yeah, let's do this again. There we go, inbounds, can't have that. Might have been able to say that I wasn't sure entirely where I was. There we go, it's a quick save here. Honestly, we haven't even gotten to the bad parts of the level yet. I mean, the out of bounds clip is pretty bad. Okay, let's go together again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No! I have a checkpoint by now. Yeah, killed him this time. I think the windows are just barely big enough to let you fall through, eh? So, that's probably fine. Oh god, that was loud. All the enemies waking up at the same time. Let's just see. Quick save if I need it. Oh god, these balls. Let's use that quick save. Destroy those two torches and then jump into this torch before it gets destroyed. Okay, that actually went really well. If the torch gets destroyed, you can't get the secret anymore. I get some lovely more changing gravity rooms. I really hate that they removed these. Could make such cool maps. Now you're stuck with only a Serious Engine 1. Fortunately, the fight is dead easy, so you just stand by the door and wait until it opens. some use for that cannon we picked up. It's not super necessary, but it helps. Though it's hard to aim on a curved surface like this. And in this room, it is easier to rocket jump off of the roof than it is off of the floor. It's really funny. That's done. I've never played HD far enough to tell, so I don't know Hex Greaser. This way. Destroy all those torches there for a secret. And trigger a fight here, and we'll quickly get the two last secrets in it. It's actually pretty useful. This here is a serious damage, I think it's the first one we're seeing. And as you might guess, it makes you deal a lot more damage. I want to say it's like 4 times, but I don't know for sure. We're just going to use this to make quick work of the initial part of this fight at least. Unfortunately it'll run out by the end. And we're specifically staying down here by this door, even though we could rocket jump up to the actual exit to this arena, because the actual exit doesn't trigger until you... the actual exit door won't open until this door opens, so... I wasted a lot of time in my first attempts just standing on the top door killing everything before I realised. We can't use serious damage, Tommy guns, use cannon. Except for on these guys. And then the door should be opening shortly after. There we go. I believe it's right side, yes. Nice spike traps in this ramp. And final boss. This is the first episode. Final boss of the first episode, I should say. Oh, not like it matters if respawns. It would be nice to get that last shot off slightly earlier. That's just like a timer. Oh, and I forgot to undo some of my splits when I quick loaded somewhere. Come on, where is the level change? Wait. I could swear that was bigger before. Anyway, this is now Ziggurat. As you can see, we've lost all our weapons. So the beginning's a little awkward, but luckily every single level has a rocket launcher somewhere in it. Intro level, I should say. We jump down the pit to grab that secret. I should really be holding sniper, because it deals the most damage. Odd quirk of this wall here, if you just jump into it you get stuck, and you can keep doing so to climb straight up it. There's some secret hell. And we're going to grab the Hawkwing. We're going to progress slightly as intended here. Annoyingly, you can't climb these ramps again. Another odd plant secret here, this is the Suicidal Avenger plant. And over here we have a bit of armor we also need to pick up. I really have not taken as much damage as I would have hoped. So we're just gonna stop and kind of wait here for a bit. I need to get down to about 300 health. Ideally the doorway squeezes me, but it can be hard to stay in there. Because it seems the doors have gotten desynced, so that's fun. Just leave it to these guys now. Again, zooming in with the sniper makes you deal more damage, let's just wait. Okay, there we go. Save just in case, but I don't think it'll be a problem. Press that button to open this doorway, then try lure this lava golem dude through. Nope. The doorway won't open again, that's the big problem. So you grab the secret and now... Come on, there have to be more Nars I can get around me. Just gonna let these guys kill me. And now I'm going to hold reload while respawning and I'm suddenly on this side of the wall. This is... It's really silly, only discovered thanks to reading through the source code, which is public. If you hold reload while you respawn, it turns respawn in place off. So respawn in place, you respawn exactly where you died, but if you hold respawn, you'll respawn at the checkpoint, which happens to be behind the locked door, so we can leave the room again, without having to progress through this whole area normally, which is really slow. I just find it amazing it took like 18 years for people to realise that, and only by reading the source code. So we get some extra power-ups here. I don't know where I split in extra time. Serious damage gives you more knockback, which makes your rocket jumps go further, but it also deals more damage so you die quicker. It's a bit of double-edged sword when it comes to... grabbing it for rocket jumping. We're also just going to destroy that to drop down in invulnerability, but we're not going to use it. And then trigger a short fight here. With serious damage, so we can just cheese our way through all of these. Using the multiple pellets on the shotgun now, because we don't have Tommy gun. And that's Ixarat. Okay, we are back to having rocket launcher, just by default, so nothing special happens here. That actually went really well. Normally that rocket jump is super awkward because we're standing on ice. And then we're just going to sort of progress through here, mostly normally. Of course we're rocket jumping down all the hallways, but you don't actually need to kill anything here. Secret armor here we need to pick up, and then normally you're meant to progress the fight here far enough so it spawns a bunch of mechs behind this wall. It turns out you can also just shoot the wall and blow it up yourself. And that discovers the secret yard, which we immediately just rocket jump into. Blowing up another pyramid, but cool guys don't look at explosions this time. Here, which unlocks yet another secret yard. I don't know where we're gonna spawn now. Over there, interesting. So I'm just gonna pop back over here now. So that's environmental damage, because I fell into a pit, so it will always respawn me at checkpoint. if they die to an enemy or my own rockets, that will respawn me in place. That's why I had to hold R to get out of that one room, because it was an enemy killing me. Now this area I really hate. There's a secret here which is shoot 6 clear out of the sky. That's what all the guides say, but no, it's not actually implemented like that at all. It is make sure that the first 6 clear that are about to spawn and shoot up into the air here, make sure that 6 of them spawn before anything hits the trigger that's just barely above the ground here. So that means if you pass through the trigger yourself, you'll invalidate the secret. And even though I have extra enemy spawns, I have 300% spawns, if I miss one in the first 6, then it's just completely ruined forever still. It doesn't, like, combine. It's not waiting for a run of 6, even though more enemies are coming. It's a really annoying to work out, and I almost quit routing that level like 3 times. But we're done now. Just got to do a super difficult fight here to leave. There we go. Wait, no. Don't know what opens. Sometimes you hear a second gate opening sound before it actually opens the final gate. Never actually keep track of how many you need to kill for this though. Gigmesh. This is a fun one. So we're going to grab the secret health quickly and then also an ammo pack hidden behind this pool. And then we're going to go out of bounds. Along this level is super simple, you just rocket jump straight to the exit and do a short fight again. It's an any percent. It's an underwater ammo pack. Okay, water out of bounds, I have crouch. Is this trigger? There it is. I still have crouch, good. Then you shoot that thing, so I'm just gonna spam a bunch of rockets that way. Shoot that thing, spam a bunch of rockets that way. My favourite bit of routing comes up really shortly. Well, favourite in this level, I should say. So you're going to grab the serious damage, even though we're out of bounds and can't do anything with it. Also not going to grab the invulnerability, that would be bad. So we have 2000 health because we're forced to do a respawn to get out of bounds. To tap that health. There's some armor over here. And then, where is it? Just this room. There's a health here which is too high up to grab from out of bounds, but I barely have enough time to keep the serious damage and kill myself. And then I can do just a reload respawn to respawn back at checkpoint. And that is so good, because otherwise you're just stuck in the level and have to do it intended. Come on, did I not hit that? Oh, my rockets blew each other up. Yeah, I mentioned that can happen. That's a spoiler for falling floors. There are falling floors. Might be able to tell I've never played this intended. So at the end of the level, just quick fight to open the door. Skipped most of the fight anyway. I I don't have cannon, right? It's actually taking longer than it normally does. Is that because I'm stupid and not against the door, right? But I'm interested to see how this level goes. This level was a mess on 400% spawns. So to get out of this first room, you need to pick up that statue, then we're quickly going to grab secret cannonballs in the corner. This secret here, you drop down against this, you need to hug the walls, otherwise it teleports you out. And from over here, we're going to shoot down there. And there we go, that's a secret. Whoops. So normally you actually go down there as part of this, and then you can actually see what you're meant to shoot at. It's like a mouse hole, which spawns a bunch of tiny balls. But the pit is open, we can just shoot it from up here, and it all works. Now we're just going to progress through the level a bit. So fight here. Oh, I might have good health. It doesn't super matter with our fire rate. It matters more in the classic games, but there's the final boss of this fight. There's a Red Walker which you can try telefrag. I've never managed to be on perfect health by the time he spawns, but maybe. I'm not losing very much this time. No, that's not gonna happen, is it? Yeah, no, wasn't close. Okay, so now we're out in the open though, we're gonna grab cannon, because this is going to be a mess. Whoops, that's a teleport trigger. So you're meant to go around this pyramid clockwise, but we're going to... You grab like a tablet on each side, except for the front, but we're going to go straight to the third side here. That is an invulnerability power-up, which normally it sucks, but here we actually are going to have to kill a bunch of these pumpkin dudes. Did I mention I don't know the lore and the names of most of these things? And we're killing all these because we need to put a trigger inside the room behind me, which will spawn some more enemies which we need to kill to activate another trigger, and so on. Where am I going? It's this way. So make it to this room. That's not the weapon I wanted. Like I said, normally I'm meant to go clockwise, but we're in the last room right now. Also, my game's about to really lag. Wait, no lag? Aww, it's much better on 400% spawns. Mighty Gizmo is just a giant frog with very little health who spawns tons of tiny frogs when you kill him. But secret, we have to do that. So this is the last room you'd normally go through casually. So we've just set like the flag saying we've done one round of all the levels. Let's destroy that. And because we did that, it means when we go through this doorway, or go over it, sometimes the doorway opens straight away, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what you need to kill to cause it to open. But yeah, things we've done around everything already, so now secret round 2. But because we haven't been here before, the fun thing is it spawns the round 1 enemies at the same time as the round 2 enemies. We obviously only want to go this way once, so this is why we're doing them at the same time. That was a bad way to jump. Well, Oh, there's a teleport, that's actually convenient. This gets really hectic. But we have to hit the trigger to activate round 1. To mark round 1 is finished, and then we can do a single round 2. Didn't want to go that far, I want to get these speed boots. Well, that kind of works, okay. Can I avoid the... no, I can't. Oh, I lost my speed boots, damn. That was just really messy. So now I need to pick up an invulnerability, unfortunately, and... oh no, balls. You want to have speed boots with the invulnerability, so at least... come on! You're at least going a little quicker. I might actually be able to telefrag the boss. I'm not good at it, but my invulnerability is going to run out in time and I have little enough health. I think it was too low. I'll try it anyway. No, yeah, it's too low. If you can actually do a cannonball jump, if you get a cannonball jump and die at the right height, he'll respawn right inside this guy and telefrag him for like half his health. Which, while infinite ammo minigun or Tommy gun or whatever at 1000% fire rate might be quick, oh, wrong side. It might be quick killing him as is. It's still a lot quicker if you can telefrag him and get rid of half his health straight away. But that was the second episode done. So now we've lost our rocket launcher again. We're going to play through a bit of this without it. Any percent there's it's an annoying skip, but you can get a bump. You can jump off of an enemy basically and get bumped up high enough to go over the wall. And that lets you get out of bounds straight away. But we need to stay in bounds to get a few secrets around here, which would be really annoying to get if we did that. Citadel is also, interestingly, the first level with new secrets. In base, in second encounter, it has 16, but we have 17 now. It's very interesting too, actually. I'll show something off about it later. Just kind of progressing a little bit as intended. But we also need to pick up the secrets on the way. As soon as the store opens, you can go straight to the rocket launcher though. Go, just grab one quick secret over here. I believe Citadel is the most secrets of any level in the game, actually. Okay, rocket launcher here. We're not going to use it just yet because we want to leave this tree alive long enough to get that secret. We just pick up the napalm in the corner and then walk away from it. This is a very interesting skip. You'll notice... there we go. Oh no, damn it. That's fine. quick save. You'll notice the floor gets culled out at certain positions, and as it turns out, it's not only not being rendered, collision isn't being checked. If you stand in the right spot, you can just walk straight through it while it doesn't exist, and get out of bounds. Unfortunately, there's an inbound section where you'll keep falling, but I made it back to the right spot. Right. Almost forgot my route here for a second. So this here is the secret that's new. It's a plasma thrower. And I want you to take note of how not laggy this is. I mean, sure it causes a bit of lag, but the game's like still running okay, right? Plasma Thrower Alt Fire is actually the most powerful weapon in the entire game, but unfortunately we're not going to get to keep this long. Probably. This is fun. Normally you need to wait on this level between 15 and 16 a minute. Between that time range is the only time that doorway, or that room is open. But by clipping out of bounds you can grab it beforehand. I'm also going to quickly hit a trigger here to start a fight. You'll notice while out of bounds we used up one of the invulnerabilities too, so we don't need to move slowly inbounds with it. Okay. So that fight. It's loud and annoying, but it isn't laggy, right? Okay, that's Citadel done.
It's cold. My nipples are like pencil erasers.
Come on, I'm gonna hop in here and grab us a serious damage, which is really annoying because it makes it basically impossible to rocket jump up here. But then we can also shoot around this corner at high speed, and I don't know if I killed Santa. No, I didn't. See, this goes over? Nope. Okay. So normally you're just shooting around there at high speed and you can barely hit the two things you need to shoot all along the way. Oh hey, it changed music. I don't know why it sometimes does that. And over here, you grab this armor, then shoot this snowman, pop inside this room, grab an invulnerability, and before it gets destroyed, pull this switch on that snowman. And now we're just gonna go around killing some stuff. Do I really not have... Gotta have this. Shooting the cannons is all you need to open this area. Then we're going to shoot down a mine layer here, which is the other secret they added to this game. It's not in the original first encounter either, but it is here now. I believe it was a PvP only weapon, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense normally, to be honest. We're not going to use it, you're never going to get to see it. Now, normally in any percent you just go out of bounds and skip basically straight to the last room, but we're going to go through this bit a bit more normally in order to grab the secrets, spam at that platform and hope they destroyed it. And there goes our plasma thrower. So that's environmental damage, environmental death rather. It's only going to give me the weapons I'm supposed to have by this point in the game. And you never officially get the plasma thrower, it's just a secret in that one level. it's not super important. There aren't any fights you need it for. It just helps kill enemies a bit quicker when they're in the way. And because you have so much health, we're just going to walk straight on lava. It does deal damage, but not very much, honestly. Oh, come on. Pick that up. Now for a complete change of scenery, we're in this big lava cave. And here there's a portal back to ice again. Some interesting level design choices. Just going to pop over the wall here so we don't need to bother killing anything. Hit the exit trigger. Okay, the Grand Cathedral, this is the last level in the second encounter. Cannon, make sure to grab cannon, that's important. As you might be able to see, we have 3,000 enemies in this level alone. Shoot Gregory there. And I want to go grab his damage power up again. That there unlocks a portal to a pumpkin field, which makes a lot of sense, yes. Then that unlocks an embryo museum. Then shoot this window. And now we just leave the corridors because that's too hectic. Oh no! Oh no! I picked up the invulnerability because I hit the teleport. Secret is just for shooting the thing to get the spawn the invulnerability, but I guess I walk through this more intended now. Okay. Remember how the end of the first encounter is kind of anticlimactic, because it was just an auto-scroller until the boss arrived and then luring him to the right spot in the arena? Well, this is even worse. So when he decides to spawn the boss here... Did he get stuck again? Why does he do this? I can still kill the boss, but there's no boss fight and he's not going to teleport around the arena. It's really interesting. It'd be real useful if we could consistently do that for, like, classics. But now, like I said, this is very anticlimactic. It's just a 90-second timer after you trigger the fight until this opens to get us the last secret, so we're just gonna wait here. Might have grabbed the speed boot slightly earlier, don't know. Sure seems I did, damn. There we go. And now this actually brings up a stats screen, which I'm immediately going to exit out of, because we need to move on to new levels. So it changes to get the first encounter and second encounter, but doesn't do the other levels. Messed up, need to do this level again. So we're playing the demo levels now, because they also have secrets. You might recognise them, they're definitely heavily based off of the existing levels. So this is the Karnak demo, so it looks just like Karnak. I'm actually going into the Generous Yard to pick up a rocket launcher because we don't have one. Yeah, we tend to use a lot of bullets in this run, we fire a lot of shots. I think it's perfect to the marathon, right? It's slightly more different, Greaser. Sure, I'm doing the exact same route so far. And we'll continue to do the exact same route for a while. Let me try something. Okay, cool, that worked. I got my crouch back. By clipping inbounds, I'm not really consistent at it, but if you clip just far enough inbounds, you'll start falling. And if you fall while entering out of bounds, you will have crouch. Okay, so here's where Karnak's demo gets a bit different. Normally you head over there to the gravity room. It's literally just a ballroom where gravity changes to point away from the center, so you just walk around the edge of the ball. It's meant to be a secret here for killing this mini-boss without using a rocket launcher. To trigger it, you need to hit some very special triggers. And then I'm going to kill him with a rocket launcher anyway, because it's actually... Come on, I just need to get that. It's actually awarded for not picking up this rocket launcher. And we had to go inbounds to get that secret, the only extra secret in this level. The rest of this is basically the exact same. So coming back here, going out of bounds again to get the rest. That was not the right button. There we go, cool. This totally isn't the exact same thing we've seen before, right? The next demo is more fun. Actually, the end of this level is... Oops. Is that slightly higher? I've never been able to grab that, but not that one. But yeah, the end of this level changes slightly. It's not just place the thing on that. It's like a hallway here that opens up. I keep hitting every torch along the way. Okay, there we go, now it's gonna end. After he says yeah. Just gonna put us straight into the second demo, the Palanquin? Palanquin? So this sure looks like an awful lot like Zero Trappers, but it's not. It's actually different. After you get past the start, which is the exact same. This time we're actually going to get to use our speed power a bit. Mostly that room's only under construction now. It's totally different. So you get a serious bomb here, which I will keep, but it probably won't be useful. I think that's the first one you actually get. A serious bomb is just a bomb that kills all enemies who are aggroed. So there aren't very many of them around. And now this looks a little different though. We're going to pop through a hole in the roof here, and then head straight out this way. And because we have speed boosts, we're going to shoot rockets, and when they run out, they'll hit ourselves, or they'll all miss. And here, this invulnerability, remember how I said in classic TFE that secret doesn't work? Well, it also doesn't work in the demo here, they only patched it in the Revolution Valley of the Jaguar secret, so you can't actually get 9 out of 9 here. You can only ever get 8 out of 9. And it's useful for us because it means we don't need to get invulnerability. They also just cut out the 2 rooms for the demo. So, whoops, no need to get stuff there, but because they cut out the room, we can't go out of bounds without, like, backtracing through the level. Come on. This is not the way I want to go. You know what, let's just completely change the route I have in my splits. Do it live. This is not a good place to slide. Sure, I've mentioned this before, but if you get too much speed in the wrong direction, it's a really bad thing. You can't slow yourself down at all. Okay, grab the other Jaguar there. This way. I don't know, I'm running this on the fly. So the way you normally do Valley of the Jaguar and the way you end the demo is you collect those 2 golden Jaguars and you place them on this pedestal here. This is exactly where I might want to use the Sirius bomb for, because that was a bit too chaotic. No, no! Pushed me off. It's the same 2 secrets here as before, and then we'll have the maximum possible 8 out of 9. There we go. And because we've placed both the Jaguars down, we can exit this normally up this super steep staircase. There we go, this also gives us a stats screen, which we're immediately going to leave and switch into Bright Island. So Bright Island, I briefly mentioned this like an hour and a half ago. Bright Island was an original campaign made by the modders who made this game just for it. But as things turned out, the modders, they got busy, couldn't continue working on it, so Croteam ended up patching it up for them. Unfortunately, that was an annoying spot to die. I was hoping to take a bounce pad there. The first level here, Timeless Caves, happens to be the only first level which doesn't give you a rocket launcher. I guess a better way to put it, it's the only level you can't have a rocket launcher in. You can have a rocket launcher in every other one. We drop down to teleport to get the armor. Then we hit a button and killed ourselves to walk closer to the bridge that came down. Shoot that head, and that one to open up a sniper there, because of course you do. And now this is very clearly a worse quality map than the first, worse quality campaign rather, than first and second encounters, which you will see if I die here. set up just for this because it's really hard to do this with my movement speed. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. You spawn right on the edge. So if an enemy's behind you, like a kamikaze, and decides to blow up, you just die. There's some really questionable map design like that in this campaign. Okay, there we go, that's a checkpoint. The parkour there is also very difficult at this movement speed. We're not playing with the normal movement speed, I should say, we're playing with extremely fast. And I don't know how fast it actually is, but it's like the multiplier, but it's definitely a lot quicker. You grab this pill, that enables a crazy jump, speed boots. Don't want to go too far, otherwise you'll fall into a pit and you won't get that. And then walk across the bridge and hit this button to just start a fight. There we go. So fun. This is actually slow now. Because this pit is super deep before you die. So fun out of bounds you can do if you keep the speed boots there, which I wanted to show off, but I can't get back there. It's just like any other fight though, you kill the stuff that's newly spawning first. You can see there's this like disc thing in the ground that's slowly rotating. We need it to rotate enough so the hole in the disc lines up with the hole underneath it that we can fall through. It's in the last stage now. Next time it starts rotating, it's done. Fun thing is with the extra enemy spawns, it's actually like a mini-boss, or like, I guess I should say a proper boss in this level. Oh, it wasn't moving. With all the extra spawns, we managed to finish the fight before you ever spawn the boss. I can't tell if it's just because I'm being shot around so much. No, it definitely is moving, okay. It's really hard to get down it with everything shooting you though. And there we go. Okay, Ruins of the Abyss. Here you really get to see how unofficial this map really is now. Questionable quality. Because you can bet this fall never gets old. The IOs for this level are agonizing. Also, you'll notice I have 70 FPS when I've had 500 in most of the other levels. But one nice thing it does do is it gives us the plasma thrower. You can rocket jump with the plasma thrower. Because this map is bad. Oh, almost took up the sniper ammo stash. So, plasma thrower rocket jumping isn't as good as normal rocket jumping. And you can't hit yourself, like the projectiles move too quickly. With rockets you can, when you get started in a rocket jump, you can keep hitting yourself with new rockets that you fire. There we go. So this would be a lot easier with rockets, but we can barely make a plasma thrower jump up here. Just completely skipping like all the fight, don't you? That should do it. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit a checkpoint here. And then this triggers this platform to come out, which... Okay, it's going downwards, that's all I needed. You send the platform down just so you don't have to do the plasma thrower jump again. Nice. Got some nice parkour to do here. Fun fact, if you play with 10,000 health, you can fall through the death trigger here if you collect secret health that I forgot to get. Oh, damn it. So the death trigger here deals 10,000 damage. So if you have 10,000 health, and you pick up this to get an extra 100, fall straight through. It's not a problem here because we needed 2,000 health for the other campaigns, but there isn't actually any water out of bounds. You never have to die in... Well, you do have to die for timeless caves, but that's it. That deals enough damage always. I am going the wrong way. No, these boars. No, this one is a mini arena. What we're doing is we're picking up these seals to activate... to be able to activate an elevator. I'd like you to pay attention to how the plasma thrower affects my frame rates here. It's not so bad in this, but it'll get worse across the campaign. Go, it's spawning now. Go take the elevator back up. Fun fact, in the co-op run you can just damage boost each other straight up the elevator shaft without having to activate the elevator. It saves like 7 minutes. I want to see another great bit of game design right here now. Look how quickly this elevator moves. Get a nice view over the terribly lit level, so you can't really see anything but water. God, it's so slow. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, so you need to come out to this arena just to trigger the elevator to go further. There's also a secret hidden here. Fun fact, this isn't actually proper geometry. You could barely see the like main level through a crack there before I left. Okay, I'm going the right way. They're actually just using like a view portal that doesn't actually stick out in the level anywhere. But anyway, we're gonna pick up the flamethrower here and then just immediately leave. So flamethrower is all you need to make the elevator go again. Fun fact about this elevator too is you can just completely miss it, you can jump right over. And then it goes up without you, and you need to wait for a teleport to appear. Also, you can just do that for some reason. Can't do it on the first elevator ride, but you can do it here. Be a bit careful until I actually hit the checkpoint here. Okay. I feel like they have optimized the plasma fire a bit since I last did this. Or maybe it's just only having 300% enemies, because this used to be a lot laggier, this section. So now we get to do one of 2 out of bounds in the whole campaign. This includes useless ones. Just happens that the only 2 both are useful. This barely saves time, but you can just fall through a crack there. And skip a bit of awkward pathing through this section. Okay, now we're on to okay-ish levels though. Sunken Pyramid takes about a minute single player, 80%. Takes a bit longer when you do it like this. Oh, here comes the lag. So we're going to skip the first level. I think we do. I hope so. No, we don't, right? It's one level we skip. This is the campaign I ran longest to go, so... Forget which corners here, but there are little pillars hidden throughout this pyramid which ruin everything. Did I not hit that? Come on. Okay, no, I did. That's another example of items which just don't exist because of the spawn flags. Okay. Now we're going to try and skip up a level. So this is all you do in 80%, you skip up all the levels to get straight to the top of the pyramid, but we need to climb through it for a bit. Wait, wrong room. So there is a really awkward button that's hard to use hidden in this corner. You can see that black cube. That unlocks your grenade launcher there, which we're not gonna get. We're quickly just going to pop around here. Grab this rocket launch. I've never managed that. If you're quick enough, you might be able to get through the door before it closes and skip having to go up a layer, which saves tons of time. Oh wait, no, this is not the one that saves tons of time, but it's the one that saves an awkward skip here. We are jumping through the door, let all the clear come out right after the fight starts, so you can skip the whole fight. Here you need to follow the light. If you step into the darkness, it spawns a bunch of enemies. This thing closes. Rocket launcher now though, so you can do a lot more normal rocket jumping. There we go. Secret end boss supplies, we didn't actually need them. But because we had to go into that room again, if you can barely make it out past the door, which I forget to try, then you can just leave there, and then it saves tons of time. Seems to a whole fight to leave here. Okay, there they go. This is another cool fight though, because it's like gravity. You also grab these jump boots, which let you just jump between them, but that might actually mean that it should run out in time. The jump boots messed with rocket jumping, so you don't actually want them most of the time, but they should run out before I need to rocket jump again. I actually really like their gravity system. Because, like, think of all the cool parkour maps you could make using it. If it wasn't for being on Serious Engine 1. Do these torches now block them? I can't destroy them, can I? I don't think there was an update since I last ran this, but stuff certainly seems different. So also just use this. Now you can really start to see how laggy this is. Try to avoid it while I can, when the fight is slow enough. But there's too much big stuff I need to kill now. Okay, there we go. We can leave. That fight was purely to get out of the pyramid after we grabbed the last tiny pill to unlock the boss supplies secret. And yes, I dropped down to 20 FPS there. So now I should just ditch the pyramid altogether. There's a secret hole here which is supposed to be an ambush, but we're not going back to the other side, so we're never going to get ambushed. We're just going to rocket jump straight up the side of the mountain. It's not gonna work. This one is a bit finicky to get working, but we're trying to get to the secret level. Might remember those from TFT, there aren't any in second encounter, but this campaign has a few secret levels again. There we go. That's how the rocket jump's supposed to go. This is Valley of Plenty. Oh no, I fell in the water. Do not want to go in the water, because rocket jumping is severely hindered. Made it back out quick enough at least. So there's a really silly skip at the start here. I don't actually know what you need to do, but something raises a skate. But you can just pop underneath one side, and then go above the other and down on the other side of the gate. This is not gonna work, is it? Oh, it might barely. Cool. Pop over here to grab a mine layer. Skip the next area, we're going to come directly to this corner. My frame rate... Oh! Why was that environmental damage? Well, you can see how you're supposed to do this segment. It's actually really fun, the movement in this level. Especially in any percent where you don't need to slow down to grab the secrets. Okay, we're going to head up to this corner. And then we're going to come... no, I'm too low. We're going to start like rocket skating up the rock. There's like a lip we need to get past. You can barely make it past in this corner, but now here we're on top of it. It's invisible wall above us, but there's no invisible wall in front of us, so we can skip the second area. And then pop right down to grab this last secret help in this corner. And continue on to our regular levels. Crystal Cove. Cove is really nice and 8%. It's just a lot of nice rocket movement. Even in single campaign or secrets, it's not that bad, but it's kinda gonna suck now. This Cove has some death barriers which deal 2000 damage, which is really not enough to kill you. Except for we only use 2000 health here, you can use 10,000 in single campaign or secrets. You need to be a bit careful around those. There's a really obnoxious secret here. A second. Right, I almost forgot. This looks odd. I'm going to jump down, hit a trigger here-ish, and then climb back up. There we go. So by hitting that trigger, the game thinks I'm further ahead in the level than I am. And it's like a fallback. If a player gets stuck too far behind, it will spawn a bunch of speed power-ups for them. So while we're doing extra stuff up here, it's just ticking down that timer and we'll have speed power-ups by the time we're actually there. Okay, now this secret sucks. I can't even tell if I've got it. I think I do. So what you do there is you shoot the bell, and then there's a Gnar on the opposite cliff side which you can barely see that you need to kill. And he only appears while the bell is ringing. It's really obnoxious to try get. And there's no indication that you've gotten it yet, because killing the Gnar just triggers the secret later. Need to kill a few things here which will push me around too much. There's a secret on top of this shack which I'm going for now. It's actually really hard to do the secret at this player speed in general. Doesn't help that I still haven't managed to kill the reptiles up there. Nope. Slightly more forwards. There we go. So this is the other major reason we did that weird drop down. Because we have an invulnerability power up now. Oh, seems they haven't spawned yet. Well, this could be slow. Don't think I missed the trigger, I'm pretty sure I hit it. Yeah, well this is really slow now. All we can hope is we get hit by the cannon mech. Oh, okay. That was weird. Normally, it spawns some speed power-ups, like I said, and we can use those while we're invulnerable and can't rocket jump. Actually means you make it all the way down, like this shoreline, before it runs out, which is really convenient. Kinda wish it would last longer, because this area sucks. It's very easy to get shot off, and there are very minimal invisible walls to keep you up here. So now I'm surrounded by invisible walls. Whenever I'm on like one of these spiral sections, that's invisible walls, but now I'm not. Still not, nope. Now I am. Now I'm basically safe for the secret. It's really awkward at this player speed when you leave everything alive. This will probably kill me, yep. It's gonna get over to the other shoreline now. With more health you can just drop into the river perfectly fine. Now we get to see if the other secret worked. You need to pass between this rock and the mountainside, the other side doesn't work, and there we go, yes it did. Secret giant Narspawn. Now we can just go finish the level. Plasma Thrower melts bosses. Multiple bosses spawn, they do actually get affected by... damn it. Come on, they do actually get affected by the spawn multiplier, but you only need to kill one of them. Full-on ruins, I hate this level. It's probably the worst level in the game. Secret hidden up there. There's some really nice rocket skating at the start here. Pop through here. Whoops, that went the wrong way. Unfortunately, this area has a invisible wall above it. Just nothing you can do. Can't get out of bounds. Come on, get out. Going down this hallway is awkward. Can I... It's not supposed to be awkward getting into it. Very easy to run into these pillars that are all the way down. How'd that worked out though? So now this section is just terrible. This here's the only noticeable encounter keeping us on the platform. We see very bad frame rates already. It's very hard to stay on here if you do any rocket jumps at all. That dude couldn't do anything. He's all the way back at the start. Doing all the levels in order, so unfortunately we have to do Bright Island last. End on like bad map design like this. Over here, if I fall off this platform, I basically soft lock. I should quick save. I think it comes back, but it takes forever, and you can already see how slow it's taking to get over here. It's really not great. Good thing is we don't need to stay on it for long, just drop down here, grab that. And kill ourselves. This spawns us right back at the start here, which is actually convenient because it is a skip for that area. It's difficult, but that looks okay. Oh. You can see there's like a bit of the pathway that sticks out. I'm too far from the wall. It's a bit awkward getting this skip going, but it's not too bad. Didn't get enough height. Didn't get enough sideways in time. Trust me, this is so much better than continuing going through that area though. What did I hit my head on there? Oh. It's a blizzard ball. Oh, God damn it. Can't see where he's coming from, I'm just going to have to deal with it. The first one looked so good, I just needed an extra rocket to hit me. Didn't get any sideways momentum at all there, just straight up. That should... No! Maybe? Thank God. I'm going to head backwards and hit this checkpoint real quick. Don't have to do that skip again. Just cut the corner there. Get into this area. This area is very difficult to rocket jump down if you get it wrong. Like, you can make it down first easily, but as soon as the enemies spawn it becomes basically impossible. I'm doing pretty well. Slow down a bit at the end to be safe. Okay, and there's a skip you can try here, which never properly gotten, but there we go. This is a platform that goes down, but it's a round platform in a square hole. It's only got like round borders at the very start. So you can just skip down the edge and do a bit of rocket jumping to give you momentum to land in the right spot underneath. Now this is just a long fight. to be optimal, we're going to have to use Plasma Thrower. Which is sure fun, isn't it? Imagine what it's like when you have 4 people doing a snow co-op run. These bits here used to be bounce pads. This was a lot more hectic back then. There we go, once you see that cutscene, it's over. And we need to get to a secret level, so quickly sneak behind here and press the switch. You can't press that until you've actually finished the fight, unfortunately. But we're going to the secret level to grab one secret. It's here. Actually going to these secret levels isn't a secret in Bright Island for some reason. It was in TFE. Still actually is a really neat skit to do with respawn invulnerability in the ILs. But we can't go the whole run having 5 seconds of invulnerability every time we die. You just can't rocket jump. Plus the skip doesn't get you the secret. So we come down here with my frame rate already super suffering. Single rocket jump to get around here. And then there's an auto scroller on this platform. So we're just going to stick with the platform until it hits this first set of pillars. It'll make a creaking sound right there. Now, the moment that happens, see a respawn here. Yes, 10 FPS. So I'm just going to clear out everything in the area. That looks like it, because this teleporter brings you straight to the platform. I'm still waiting for it to get to the end. Almost went too far. So there's supposed to be a checkpoint here when you arrive, but it's broken. So that's why I clear that area out, because I'm going to keep respawning there if I miss anything up. Which is likely to happen. Damn it. I died so early the platform wasn't even back to me yet. So funnily enough, all the enemies around here, well most of them, they just walk off the cliff when you ride the platform the first time. Need to get rid of him for the lag reduction. Okay, not quite good to drop yet. Let's drop here. So if you drop down to this platform specifically, there's some secret items you can get. And that's the one secret in this level. Now we need to do the skip, which I need to kill myself for. Well, that's one way of doing it. I just need to ride the elevator now. The skip isn't... oh, it's not moving. Isn't the most consistent thing, unfortunately. Like, I don't actually expect to die as many times as I did going for the secret, but for the skip here I do. But it's not a scroll anyway, you might as well clear those guys out just for like the lag reduction even. Okay, so what you do is you go up in the air and then grab off of that, and this is too far to the left. So I might be able, no I won't. Great. Should be next to nothing in my lane now at least. Even if I have wasted a lot more time than I should have. Okay, let's try again. Up we go, follow the curve. This looks more like it, but not enough speed. No! Seems like there's a new guy here every time. This is gonna be close. Nope. You can... If you get there with the right speed, you can cancel it out and start slowly making your way back to the direction you want to go. But it's a bit of an annoying skip this. It's still so much quicker than running around all this intended. There are lots of fights and auto-scrollers, or like these platforms, that you need to deal with. Okay, there we go. Not out of the water yet. Still need to make it up here. There we go. Hit the skybox. And then there is a trigger here. A checkpoint, I should say. Now, this rocket jump is only barely possible. We're going to go straight to the corner. I don't think that's enough speed and the angle is a bit off. Nope. So we're going to cross this entire gap without a platform. Normally you need to summon a platform back here and then... Yeah, that should do it. You need to summon the platform to ride up. No! And then while it's doing that there's a big fight, and then it needs to go all the way back down, and it's super slow. So that's not enough speed. That was really silly dying that way before. But at least we have quick retries here, unlike the other skip. There we go. Skip the platform ride. Co-op you can do straight from the start to the end level here. Damage boost each other. Anyway, Steps of Despair, last level. You'll need one secret. Last of them the whole run, I should say. So, some fun skips here. We're going to come up to this lava fall and just kind of climb up it. Started drifting too early. Oh, that was so close. Like how they all try to follow me, walk onto the lava and die. Okay, there we go, I'm out of bounds now, so I'm floating, barely enough health left. So I'm going to head this way and barely grab the last level trigger that we can, a last secret from out of bounds. Quick save in case I accidentally go inbounds. There we go. It's a last secret. And you have to use it to actually get the secret, and It's hard to do that without going inbounds. But now there's one last fun skip on this level which I found. So we're going to skip through most of the boss. So the boss, he's actually that dude there, you can see. This is a spawn box, you've probably seen a few of these around when I've been out of bounds before. There's nothing that particularly says there has to be a spawn box, but Croteam and the modders who made this campaign apparently like it. And they just put the template enemies for everything they need, and template like power-ups and items and whatever in the spawn boxes. But it turns out they put the second last phase of the boss in this box too. Instead of just being a template, it's the actual thing. So if I go close enough to the box, I spawn the second last phase of the final boss, who's going to be in that arena up there. And by killing him, it decides, oh, you've killed that phase, let's move on to the last phase. So you actually get to save like 2 minutes. Even with all the slow out of bounds flying that you can't speed up. It's a really neat skip, I think. As you can see, you don't even lose much time here because the boss takes a while to spawn here. Time will be the moment it finishes the stats screen here. There we go. So, I know it's a bit of a long run, but it was interesting enough. Hopefully I don't get a corrupt quick save to have to start it again. If it gets in. That was Serious Sam Revolution, all secrets.